I was gonna like scream.
Latinos in Action is a program that's designed to help our Latino youth, empower them to strengthen and lead in their communities through college and career readiness. We believe that our youth are able to do anything that they can put their minds to as long as they have the equal opportunity. And so we're a high school-based program that reaches down into the elementary schools, but also goes and extends up into the college area, hoping to help them get through high school, get into college, and find some kind of career of choice.
It was 2 years ago that we started the program at Bonneville, and I wouldn't change it for anything. It's actually become my favorite part of teaching is working with the kids in this program, and it's very obvious to everybody that there's a different feeling in there. It feels like family. We're a lot more open with each other. We get to know each other a lot better than the typical Spanish class that I teach, and so it's been a lot of fun. Really, the overlying goal is to create, in my opinion, is to create kids who kind of prepare them for life. It's a lot more than just graduating kids from high school, which is kind of, if we're not careful in education, that becomes a big focus. Is let's just get them to graduation, and then we kind of forget about them. But with LIA, it's about preparing them and giving them the tools they need to go on and not just get to college, but get through it. And that's a big focus for us, is getting them all the way through college so that they can actually get out of that with a degree and be ready to start a family and be ready to go out and serve the community and just be a good citizen and help out wherever they live. And so that's a huge thing for us.
The reason we brought some kids down here on this trip in partnership with the Bureau of Land Management and with O.A.R.S. to just expose them to things that they hadn't seen before. Get them out into nature, let them see some of the beauty of southeastern Utah, and also expose them to different ideas of things that they could do as far as a career is concerned. We had people talk to them about the types of careers that are possible through working outdoors.
It's an incredible experience. You meet a lot of cool people. It really just opens your eyes to like where you are and like what different opportunities that you have that you don't realize. Like I would have never known about the BLM. So what I learned is that you have to do something that's fun, and then to not let the fact that you're different in any shape, way, or form to impede you from being what you want to be, you know. And there's gonna, like, throughout life you're gonna make a lot of changes on where you want to go, but to just remember that that you want to be in a happy place and to work your hardest to get there.
It was fun to bring other kids down who have never really spent a lot of time in the outdoors, or who don't get as many opportunities maybe as I do to get out, because I'm a teacher and in the summer that's kind of all I do. And so it was fun to bring other kids down and let them have that same experience.
I've never been to Moab before, and it really like opened my eyes to like how beautiful Utah is, and like how like blessed I am to be here, you know. And I should definitely like make more time to come down here and have fun, you know, and just appreciate where I am.
It's just a really great program to help us get out of our comfort zone, so to speak. Some of our students don't get a lot of experience with this kind of activity, so you know there was some trepidation amongst themselves and even amongst their families about coming out into the wilderness and spending 2 or 3 days. But what we've seen is We learned to trust each other and trust the people that we're working with, the professionals who are guiding us on the river and the people who helped us out. And so even though there was some amount of fear before people came out, I think people will learn to really enjoy what they're doing, enjoy being outdoors, even hopping into the river off the raft, something I think that they might not have considered that they would do before. But once they realize that they have people around them that they can rely on and it's actually really safe, we did have a really good time.
I've been in a lake and a beach, but I've never been in a river. And I think that was really fun, like swimming and like paddling boats. That was like my first time doing that. And that was a good experience. I liked how you go fast and all the water just splashed on your face and stuff. I loved that a lot. That was my favorite part of going on the water.
River running was awesome. Rapids were good. We hit some good ones. It was really hot.
Virginia told me about it and she's like, come to Moab with me, and I was like, okay. And then I didn't think it was gonna be like us, I thought it was gonna be fun, but not this much fun that I had. My summer has been pretty boring, so all I've been doing is work and work and work. So when I came here, it was different, and I've never been camping before, so I really liked it. I just don't like when it gets too hot or when it gets too cold, but sleeping out here is actually pretty comfortable. It is.
Yeah, the trip was a lot of fun. My favorite part was just meeting new people and getting to know different people's backgrounds and where they came from and reasons why they came on this trip. You get a lot closer to everyone. Good friendships were made.
I think the trip was honestly amazing. It's so pretty here and I really liked it. It was super fun and the people were really outgoing and really nice, and I really liked it.
When we get a chance like this to bring students together, it's really nice to see people just embrace each other as friends. They have common background, common experiences. They're all working towards the same thing of getting out of high school, getting into college, choosing a career. So it's really nice to see them come together as friends. Even though they may not have known each other before the trip, they get to know each other really well during this trip, whether it's on the river or just spending time around a campfire at night. We feel that our students are all part of our own familia, and we try to treat each other that way.
And within a few hours of getting on the river, it was like we had known each other for a very long time. And I think in just these last couple days, it's just kind of held true that within LIA, it's pretty easy to kind of feel that family feel.
Here I'm not different, everyone else has had similar experiences in certain things. There's songs that I can't sing around my buddies in Ogden because none of them know them. But here we're just, estamos pegando grito, we're just yelling. It's so awesome. I really enjoyed it. It was really cool to know that other people are in the same situation as you and they're all doing their best to succeed as well.
If we were out in the desert, we wouldn't survive.
No, we wouldn't.
Alone, but with others,
We have
yes.
to bring Natalie
Natalie
with
with
us because she knows what she's doing.
At Latinos in Action, we are always looking for community partners that we can work with. We talk about it in terms of making a contribution of time, talent, or funds. On this trip, we've had all three. Working with Bureau of Land Management, working with O.A.R.S, partnering with Latinos in Action. We've been able to see all of the things that we want to do come together in one trip.
LIA has made a big difference in my life. and it really helped me a lot more than I imagined, because so before LIA I was kind of, you know, like you go to school and you try to fit in, right? You try to be what everyone else is. So I kind of rejected my culture. Like, I don't know, I don't want to say I felt ashamed, but just because I was different, I felt like I didn't belong. So I like through LIA, I was able to like gain pride in who I am. You know, the fact that we're different is what makes us strong. And I really grew, you know, I really was able to just become the person I am today.